Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Charkandrick West, 76 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it off.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading in.
Charkandrick West, 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Charkandrick West, 77 yards, and the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease.
And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw off these beautiful plays. It looks so perfect up on the board. But occasionally...
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Stafford going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter. It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once more, Adams on first down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Christian Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
You're looking at could have died.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson.
Yeah, you in room 21?
Down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop.
Nigga looking at cheeks with dicks. Cheeks with dicks.
See ball, get ball.
Cheeks with dicks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Stafford now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Oh, yeah.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the call for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Who you watching, Killer
the
Guy?
Bears take over.
Okay, who you watching?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Go Birds.
Got the lead last last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They run on second down with Adams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
180! 40 wants the mic, 40 wants the mic. Check 41. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle them short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. West only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford, he's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2.
To return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
On 1st down, it's West, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check. Fresno.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll find Jones again, complete. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25.
8-4 behavior. They're blitzing heavy in cover 2, like Adams.
Starts with a handoff to Adams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yo, 410, you hear me?
In the running game, I would say keep feeding the horse.
Yo, bro, I got a question. I just got this, right? Today, right? and I played a nigga online, but I wanted to change my playbook. You feel me? Like my defensive playbook.
Brandon, all
How
things
would I do that on a
considered, they have to feel
head-to-head,
pretty
bro?
good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Like on a head-to-head, like you playing somebody online?
He's got him in, complete.
How would I change my defensive playbook?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson,
Nah.
76 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. And sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Let's go. Let's go. Lady. Check back 41. Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tommy Lee Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our game here in the third. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Christian Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Blue 60. Check back. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Stafford on first down. Eluded, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky, middle of the field, it's Robinson. Kiss him goodbye. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Then it's Clayton Dix with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Hey, Alpha.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Give me that ball, defense. Bravo. Give me that ball, defense.
To throw again, Stafford. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that takes us from second to third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's West. They find some open field here. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now Trubisky, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Trubisky, and he's going to go down again. Christian Jones. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's out. Able to take this one up to the 35. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
No doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Stafford. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to roam now.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
18.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky, and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, and he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 41.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Easy, alert! Go! 94 is the mark! 64!
On first down, Stafford here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 25.
Pick it up! Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
On first down, this is Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, They can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 21 yards away. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He's not going to get me. Middle.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major